Good afternoon, I am Adventure Argonaut. This is Tantei Jinguji Saburo. Haito Diamond or Ashes and Diamonds. This is some sort of Japanese detective game, all in Japanese, and I will attempt to translate while playing it. And I think it's like some bigger series with multiple entries on various gaming systems. I've never played any of them, and this is on PSP. And yeah, let's just see how it's gonna play and all that stuff. It looks interesting, but really don't know much about it. Just doing my setup here. Move the chat over there. All right, I think that should be fine then. Okay, let's play the game. Oh, okay, went into this mode. Okay. Press start button. At least it has some English. Englishu. Game wo hajimemasu. Maybe I am using an emulator, so let's do a save state here in the beginning. If something goes wrong and I have to like replay the opening cutscene again or something. You bastard. Or bastards, I guess, because it was two. Perhaps I don't have to translate those. So I guess here's our protagonist and presumably secretary sensei, like master or whatever. How do you translate sensei? I guess I should pause when I do this. Are there any interesting news? Nope. Nope. Nothing. So it's like burglary or robbery, murder. What's this one? I have to use my translation soft for the first time for this kanji. Is it? Murder, gruesome news disappears. Like they flow and they. So the gruesome news fade away in the stream or something. Like most of them don't remain in people's memories. I don't really not like his voice. It's not so manly as one would expect. But if those crimes don't concern you personally, that's how it is. So maybe that's the way to live peacefully. So it's the office of Jinguji, and so there's a rough knock on the door, on the office door. Is that a customer? That's pretty rough for a customer. Like, while saying that, the knocking gets louder. And many of the people who knock on the door of Jinguji Detective Agency are clients. Oh, really? I thought it was random, I don't know, kindergarteners. So for me, who runs the office, the client is, of course, a welcome presence. But it's like the door will be damaged, or is damaged, I guess. There's an intercom. I wish they would use it. Alright, so here we have different actions. Look, talk, listen, or ask. I'm not sure which one it is. Because it's Kiku. Could mean either. This is like inventory, and this is move. What does it say down here on the bottom left? So the detective agency in Kabukicho, Shinjuku, and where Jinguji is the boss. This one, let's do a save state. Okay, this is one of these things with the emulator that sometimes doesn't respond. Now, yeah, you have to open and close the menu. Oh yeah, and the best thing is, if you press L on the controller, you smoke a cigarette, except now he says he's not gonna smoke a cigarette, or yeah, let's stop it. But I guess at some point you can smoke a cigarette. I wonder if there's any. So is it the client? So maybe this is like to give hints for you, basically. That's how it sounds like. Let's look first before you leap. So the banging continues on the door. So should reply quickly. I wonder if I just stand there, there's gonna be a million zombies. Okay, let's ask. So wait, what? This chick's name is Yoko. So Yoko hesitated a little, but tried to go to the door. No, I'll go. So Jinguji says that he's gonna go instead. And leaving Yoko where she was, I walked towards the door. And there's an ugly man there. When you open the door, there's a man dressed in an expensive looking suit, a middle-aged man dressed in such a suit. Finally came out, I guess means finally opened the door. Man finally put down the fist he had been pounding into the office door countless times. I wonder if it's bloodied or something, bruised. His fist, I mean. If you are here, get out now. What? Is still the guy talking? This potential customer. How long are you gonna keep your customers waiting? So who is this guy? What does he want? He spat out. The man didn't even wait for the words please before, I guess, barging in. Who's this guy? Since he was called a customer, he must have some sort of request. A client is a welcome presence for a detective. But my personal feelings are different to that, I guess. Well, yeah, because this guy seems like an annoying asshole. And so in my mind, I began to feel like I did not want to welcome this man. Let's just talk to him. So are you the director here? I don't know what's the correct terminology. I guess it's director then. The man gave an appraising look. Yes, I am. Or yes, but, Jinguji says. And this is... okay, asking about Yoko. I'm Misono Yoko, the assistant. Ooh, it even shows like the, hiragana, the spelling of her name here. It's very nice. Very, I don't know. Much obliged. So it's just you two? Yes. So can you work just like that? I guess it depends on the request, the nature of the request. That's unreliable. I heard you were like a famous detective, but it's a bit sus. So how can I help you? Jinguji asks. Well, there's a thing I want you to find. It's a legacy my father left me. Sounds a bit sus. I couldn't find it myself. Search for heritage. Is that what this man is asking for? Yeah, it sounds like he has some alternative motives or no, ulterior motives. So what sort of thing is it? Like what kind of legacy? That's why I came to make a request. Huh? The truth is, the guy is saying, the truth is I have to guess what my father left behind. So I have to find the right heritage. Okay, so I guess this is where the name of the episode comes in, like ashes and diamonds. So will we find, did the father leave him ashes or diamonds? So the legacy, or like win an inheritance, I guess. What's going on? Okay, let's ask some more. You mean winning an inheritance? Well, it's a bit of a silly story, but maybe I should check. Now I'm curious about the music. Is the music to music volume too low? Damn it! My brain is working so smoothly today. Right day to play a detective game. Clearly, gonna just check. La la la, I'm testing. I guess the volume is okay-ish. Alright, alright. Let's get back to the game then. So the conditions. What does it say here? Let's have a look. The will, the way it was addressed, said there was a special inheritance that I have to look for. Okay, this changed. Executor's last words, like on the left box. A person who holds certain powers to carry out the contents of a will. Okay. So it explains some difficult concepts. I guess that's cool. So apparently I just need to take it to the executor, the right item. So okay, so I have to find the special MacGuffin and bring it to the executor of the will. If he loses, his inheritance goes to charity. Or if I lose, I guess. Okay, so if he brings the wrong item, I guess. So it's a sort of game trying to figure out whether it's the right or wrong one. There are so searching for the heritage, there are rules like that. So on the left, on the box, rules of inheritance. The correct inheritance must be brought to the executor. If it's not, the inheritance cannot be inherited. So it's like some quiz. So was he? Doko zono quiz bangumi ni demo doku saretanoka. This is like, is he asking, like, was he poisoned on a quiz show? Like, does it mean his dad? Like, somebody was poisoned on a quiz show. I can't think or maybe it means like his dad's mind was poisoned by a quiz show, probably. Sort of, not literally poisoned. I can't imagine my father would have thought of this as a silly idea or something. The man snorted in annoyance. Okay, let's ask some more questions. So most of my dad's assets have already been distributed. But the legacy, the will is addressed to all the family members, and I also received my share. And I was Jinguji talking. So the will addressed to you included other assets. Yes, maybe. I can't find any valuable assets anymore. Perhaps it's a hidden treasure. I want to find the inheritance at all costs. So the man arrogantly pointed his finger at me. So, you get it? Okay, make sure to find the legacy. So I can't find. If I can't find anything, no. I haven't said a word yet about accepting the request. What should I do? I pondered in my mind. Still, the details of the request, I don't know much about them. But this man's request, I knew this guy was going to be a different kind of client, okay? It's something troublesome, and like he seems to be bringing trouble with him or something. So his dad's hidden inheritance, hidden assets. Just have to find his hidden assets, basically. So then, well then, what should I do? I have no intention of accepting the request. There's no point in listening to his story. Or if, I'm not sure if it said if I'm going to, if I'm gonna chase him away, now would be the right time. I have to decide whether or not to accept the request. Make a choice. Okay, so let's do a save. So we can actually, I don't think in the end it's gonna matter, but like I guess there's gonna be some you know, some kind of difference presumably, but I think in the end it's gonna be the thing. And but like I'm here to play a detective game, so I want to do some detecting, even though like if I was seriously role playing as Mr. Jinguji Saburo, then I would probably reject him because this guy is an asshole and he's sus. But hey, I want to do some detective work, so I'm gonna accept. So are you sure you want to do that? Hi, I want to do that. Picture for the past day. What? Is that like the name of this particular case or something? So I'll think about taking it on for now. The wonderful client. I don't want to be too dismissive. Please come to the reception room. I will talk to you there. So I went to ask him for like a proper explanation in the reception area. So he followed and his instructions and went inside. Yoko-kun, uh, bring me coffee. I understand. And Yoko nodded and whispered, are you daijobu? Are you okay? The troublesome client is not. It's not like it's the first time I have a troublesome client. Oh, yeah, that's true. So yeah, you're used to it, Sensei. So I wonder about that. Okay. I shrugged and followed the man into the reception room. Please sit down. So I encouraged him to sit down, I guess. Ugly man. I asked the man to fill out the request for the investigation, I guess some form. The man's name written there was Iwamoto Shunsuke, and he was 50 years old. I live in an apartment in Nishi Shinjuku, so West Shinjuku. In the same West Shinjuku. So a managing director for a real estate company called Iwasho Real Estate, which is also located in West Shinjuku. Then the father who passed away was the chairman of the company. Iwamoto Tsutomu was 74 years old. So he was 24 when he had his son. So 2 weeks prior, like he died after falling ill. So Jinguji asks, what you wanted me to do was find the inheritance your father left, right? So what was Shunsuke? I'll say it again, you only get one chance. And the things, if I take the wrong thing to the executor, I won't receive the inheritance. So we need to make sure we get it right. Definitely. Since we don't know what the inheritance is, it seems like a very strict rule. Anyways, let's hear the details. Let's do a save state. Can I smoke? No, okay. Don't smoke, but okay, it's just let's ask for the details. I was wondering if he can smoke with the guy in the office. Let's look at him. Like, does he seem nervous? Like he's hiding something? It's just his name. Is it Iwamoto Shunsuke? So he has the Iwamoto real estate company. Okay, it's the same info. I guess we have to talk to him. Oh, we can ask different questions. So about the contents wheel or about heritage, or just go back. Okay, let's ask about the contents of the wheel. What exactly did the will say? A photo was enclosed with the letter. This photo seems to indicate the location of the heritage site. The will said find the location of the photograph. Any others? Or anything else? It said there's something important to me that was kept there. His old teddy bear. Important thingy. What's important to you then? Well, that is my dildo and my money. I don't know. Money? Yeah. Hey, I was half right. It was adamant. Okay. So now we can ask about the wheel, the heritage, and the photo. Okay, let's ask about the photo. What about the photograph enclosed with the wheel? Is this one. So Iwamoto handed me the photo. Looks very old. Old picture. It's monochrome. Photo that gave me a sense of the era. Okay, can we ask more about the photo? Like, do you know where that is? Who took the photo? Anything like that? This is the photograph that was enclosed with the wheel. Let's take a look at the photo he gave us. Okay, but that's like I'd like more information. Like, I get it, this guy probably doesn't know a lot, but does he have any idea why is this photo important to his dad? Yeah, let's try to ask more about the wheels still. Fire at wheel. The other thing that's mentioned there were the rules I mentioned earlier. So find the place, location of the photo where something important to Iwamoto is kept. So that's the main content of the wheel. It would be nice to know, like, what else did he get, and who else inherited his dad's possessions. Does he have any siblings, anything like that? Like, is it possible that somebody else might claim the secret inheritance? Like, there's many questions I want to ask. It's like a treasure hunt riddle. Okay, then let's ask about the heritage. About the heritage or legacy, does anything come to mind? If there was, why would I bother coming here? Now that I think of it, you said earlier that there was also a will addressed to your family. Somebody is upstairs, like, moving furniture. They've been doing it for a while, and I wouldn't mind so much, but like, if it wakes my son, then I have to. Well, let's just say there will be buddies. I was told that it had already been carried out. The will, I guess, or inheritance. What kind of inheritance has already been received? Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted to ask. I received company stock and money. Speaking of stocks, belongs to Iwasho Real Estate where I work. I remember hearing that his father was the chairman of the company. Okay. Let's ask again, like, if there's more info about the. I received company stock and money. Okay, I probably asked all of this. So the rules, okay, and then the photo. Is it? Okay, I guess we have to go back then. Is it now in our inventory? No, we have phone, and is this our name card? The business card. I don't have to use it now. Okay, I was wondering if we have to give it to him, but maybe Yoko will do it. Okay. Then can we move? Let's ask stuff from him. Okay, well, let's look at him. So is the Iwamoto whatever? Yeah, okay, I carefully stared at the photo. Okay, so this is how we look at the photo. Okay, we stare at the photo he gave us. Alright. The one running in front, this is the three-wheeled automobile. Looks like it. Something I'm only seen in documents. At least there's no doubt this is the Showa era. This is like 50s or 60s or something. In the distance, there's a shadow that looks like a skyscraper. Yeah, so you can see one. Oh yeah, I guess it does stand out. And that looks like a store or something on the other side of the wall. When you look at the center, is that a tori? Ah, yeah, he's right. Yeah, like underneath the skyscraper at the Shinto gate. And then there's left are shacks and shops. Perhaps the building with the roof reflected in the foreground will provide a clue. Okay, so yeah, those Harak huts, temporary huts in vacant lots and disaster areas. Find the location of the photo is somewhere in this landscape. Does it mean there's the legacy is there? Or do you want me, or do they want him to find the place where the photo was taken? Okay, can we now ask him about the photo? Okay, yes, we can. So do you recognize the scenery in the photo? Nope, I don't. When was the photo taken? Okay, now he's asking the relevant questions. I don't know. Who took it? Or who might have taken it? Somebody. No idea. He doesn't know anything. So the scenery is the only clue. Yeah, is it even in Tokyo? We are in Shinjuku, so we are in Tokyo. Can we ask something else about the photo? Yes, we can. So there's the building in the photo. Do you recognize the building and the Tori gate in the photo? Building and Tori are not uncommon. So nope. But at least the building was unusual, wasn't it? I guess during that era. Huh? Where? Iwamoto tilted his head. I stared at the blurred outline of the building in the photograph. In the photo, the exact characteristics of the building are unknown, but what makes the building unusual? Oh, we have a question. Let's see. The location, the height, or the shape? Well, I would say it's all of them, because it's clearly the other buildings around aren't so huge in that era, and they're not so, so the location is unusual and it's unusually high compared to the other buildings, and also the shape is unusual, so that doesn't help. I have an actual guide even in English here, so I'm gonna check, because I don't know, that question doesn't really mean anything. Okay, it's the height, apparently. But yeah, I really hate these kinds of questions, or rather the answer. The question isn't bad, what the answer is like. Because it is high because of the shape. Like the height and the shape are similar, in my opinion. Like very much related. Anyways, so from the distance, the building appears quite tall. Ah, what's this? I think it could be classified as a skyscraper. Yes, Le Gratte-Ciel, station in France. This building appears to be in a photo showing the location of a legacy to Shinsuke Iwamoto. Is likely a rare object. Was a rare object at the time when the photo was taken 30 or 40 years ago. Yes, that small box on the left. I assume this is probably like 2010 or something. I don't. Yeah, I think it did. It say it in the start. It's 2010. So yeah, then it would be early 80s. So then maybe it would be like early 80s, early 70s, late 60s. Even if it may be the case, building of this height would have been rare 30 or 40 years ago. Now that you mention it, that might be true. Buildings like this, because I've seen it for a long time, I didn't recognize. I guess looking at it for a long time. You mean way back? So he knew about the photo before, but didn't know anything about it. It's been since I was a child. I was born and raised in Shinjuku. So since he was born, he's been in this town. Then, so is it a representation of Shinjuku in the past? I'm just wondering because, like, this guy, Iwamoto, he's 50 years old, and if the photo was taken 30 or 40 years ago, according to our detective here, so this guy could have even been in the location. Like maybe he was next to the guy taking the photo. Maybe it was taken by his dad, and he was standing right next to him, and he doesn't even remember. Okay, now we can ask about his dad. Why would your father have asked you to look for the inheritance in the will? Do you have any idea why that might be? Well, I'd like to know why he did something so crazy, Shunsuke says. Did he leave such a will to you alone? Okay, good. We are asking these questions I wanted to ask before. Yeah, is there anybody else who is competing with him to find out the item? Nope. There also seems to be letters addressed to his younger brother and second wife. So okay, they have also letters. So okay, so maybe they are actually competing for the same thing, or maybe they have different items they have to find or something. For each family, so he left a mysterious will for each family. What on earth was he thinking? What were they thinking? I guess that's, you have to guess what he did, or I don't know. So what was your father like? He was a straight-laced workaholic. All year round it was just work, work, work. Well, that's what it takes to be successful, so I guess that's not so good. So he was running a company. Was he a go-getter? Quite a bit. So I respect my dad for that. Oh, wow, what? Okay, I accidentally pressed something to open the menu, so I guess I can save then. Maybe that's destiny telling me to save, not the streamer. He built up a good fortune and left us his assets. If the inheritance for me is something valuable, that would be great. It doesn't seem like a great dad because his son seems to suck ass and he was just a workaholic and his son only cares about money. Iwamoto leaned back on the sofa with a greedy smile. It seems he's not lying when he says he respects his father. There doesn't seem to be much affection between parent and child, yeah. Is the search for inheritance just for the money? Let's gather our thoughts for now. Is this reasoning? Okay, we have a reasoning new command here. So let's summarize the information we have. So the information I have heard so far is written down in my notebook. That's good. And if you can't remember, let's go reread it. Inference time. First, what is the request from Iwamoto Shunsuke? Oh, I have the answer. Searching for his father, no. Searching for lost items. And search for hidden child. Why are they asking this? Search for heritage. And lost items. I guess it's this one. Or technically you could say it's a lost item because we have to find some item to unlock the inheritance. So what exactly do I need to look for? Money, stocks, I think KK, what? I think this is stocks, money and things other than gold and stocks. Return to the previous. Guess it should be this one, other than stuff other than money and stocks, right? I guess, yeah. And then so he gave something, he gave clues to find that stuff. And that is, okay, it's a map, a picture, what's this, cryptography, and this go back. So of course it's a picture. Yes, just testing you're paying attention, or not randomly just pressing buttons and can't even read the text. There was something there that might be a clue to the search. I guess it's the building. Yeah, it's the skyscraper, car, road, tori, people, and the barrack building. I guess it has to be the tall building, the skyscraper. There was something else. Anything else that was might help with the search? See, this is a bit. See, it's the same answers because. So go back to the beginning and store the temporary barrack building, people, tori. Because of course okay, I don't think the three-wheeled car, there are probably many of them, and if you don't see the license plate or anything, it's not gonna help. But like, yeah, if you find out what the street was, that would be great. But I think it's tori. So it's this kind of thingy. Okay, so these are the answers I gave. Okay, then we press circle to decide. So yeah, no doubt it's this. So the dad's will, inheritance, searching for the father's inheritance. Yeah, that was the request from a man named Iwamoto. And what's the legacy? I don't know, but according to Iwamoto's, what he said, assets such as stocks and gold have already been distributed. Maybe it's actually ashes, like the grandmother's ashes or something. That's the inheritance. Safe to assume that the heritage that is the subject of the search is something other than that. Apparently, Iwamoto was given some old landscape photo as clue to help him find it. So the picture, they say there's a heritage at the site of the location of the photo. It's like a mystery, it's like playful or a game or something, but because the photo is quite old, it's difficult to pinpoint the location. The only way to find is to use distinctive features in the photo as clues. So first is the building you can see in the background of the photo. So it has quite a presence even from a distance. Just go talk to any old people who's lived in the area for a long time, if they have any idea what that could be. The era, so many buildings, or I guess not many buildings like that, so it's downtown, so there are like many smaller buildings. Since Iwamoto was a child, he's lived in Shinjuku. So first focus on Shinjuku, better try to find a place. Then the Torii gate in the center of the photo. So it's unclear whether it's a shrine or not, but it's unlikely that such buildings will be demolished even as urban development progresses. So it's highly likely it still exists today. So the Torii gate may also be a clue for future searches. Okay, cool. I only understood the details of the request. I wonder if I should accept this request. Yeah. Let's. Now it's at least I'm intrigued. Oh, okay. Let's try again. What's going on? Do I have to click? Can I save? Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't move this with my controller. You know, there's some weird bugs in this emulator, but most of the time it works well. So let's take it. I can't refuse after listening to everything he has to say. So it's true there's something fascinating about finding a place using old photographs. That's true. It's not lying there. Although the client's personality is a bit questionable, I'll accept the request. Let's accept this request, but how about the salary? How much is he gonna pay us? That's the ticket. Well, of course, but however, be aware that it may not turn out as you wish. What? I'll do my best, but I can't promise anything. So, if that's not possible or not acceptable, I understand. But please do your best, okay? Of course. I will spend 15 minutes on it, and if I don't find it out, then it's like, sorry, just give me your money. Then I'd like to begin my investigation right away. May I borrow the photo? Okay. So please just do your stuff. So we got the old landscape photo. Okay. We still have to talk to him. Of course, we don't know where this guy lives, where his dad lives. There might be some clues in their apartment. Because I'll try to find places related to the dad. Iwamoto-san, you said you and your father worked at the same company, right? If you don't mind, could you guide me there? I'm on vacation right now. So I give you the address, just go ahead and do what you want. But there may be some things I would like to confirm at the company. The director or the president is a guy named Oshiro, and he should be there, so you can talk to him or ask him questions. What's this? Is it his like name card? Iwamoto said this casually and handed me his business card. As proof that the request was received, so you're saying I should use this. So we got his business card. Anything else he can tell us? So what does it say? Like it should be. It would be one thing if you knew where the inheritance was, but don't bother the customers. I guess when we go to the business place, so don't bother the customers, I guess. By the way, he's uncooperative. How about your home? Or his dad's home? Did you live with your father together with him? No. It's different now. My father was living in a different apartment with his second wife, Kinue-san. Iwamoto wrote in the corner of the request for information. I wrote down the name of the apartment where the father lived. So his apartment is located in the same place as Iwamoto's house, seems to be in the western Shinjuku. Excuse me, but this Kinue-san, like, is it your mother? Nope. Mom died of an illness when I was 12 years old. I wonder if it's related to the picture, because the time frame seems similar. If it's like 40 years old photo or something, maybe he like, yeah, it might be something to do with his mom in there, like this inheritance and mystery and stuff. Kinoe's son is the woman that his father married when he was 18. It's like 6 years later. I can count. All right. Earlier you said you have a younger brother. Yup. And who is this person? The brother is just like me. He's the child of his father and mother. I guess it means they have the same parents. I don't have any half brothers. So Kino and his father were unable to have children. An alternative explanation popped into my head. Perhaps his father is actually unable to, inseminate women, and maybe the father wasn't the real father, it was somebody else. Maybe that's part of the mystery, that his mom was a hoe. That's it. So if there's... go to the executor first. Okay, that's what he's saying. The executor of the will. Just in case, go check the rules. I guess that's a good idea, because he doesn't explain anything too clearly. As Iwamoto said it, he noticed... he wrote... He wrote on the name of the firm Kurita Law Office and the address near Shinjuku Station on the investigation request form. Kurita. Does the law firm have an executor? Yes, is Kurita Hajime. Okay, it's his name. I was just looking at the kanji here. So this is Kurita, the last name, and this is means one. Normally it's Ichi, but I guess the reading here is Hajime. Hajime means first or something, so interesting spelling. So the legal advisor on the box on the left says lawyer who receives consultation from individuals and organizations gives their opinions. Very exciting. So he's the company's legal advisor. So Mr. Hajime, Kurita Hajime. And is a like old acquaintance of his dad. Okay, I understand. If you find anything, come and tell me at the house. All right. So I got up from the sofa and saw, or maybe, and saw Mr. Iwamoto to the door. Okay, finally he's leaving. I'll leave the next up to you. I do whatever it takes to preserve my father's legacy. I'll find it. Iwamoto pointed his finger at me as if giving a stern command. Iwamoto-san seems to have said, I guess it seems like he's said it many times. I told you earlier that you should do your best. So I want to get what I pay for or something. Because it's Shunsuke saying it, not me. I understand. Sure. Okay. Was with that reply. Guess I got bad attitude. You're a man with a bad attitude. He's berating us. I could say the same about him. Yeah, it's my line. That's my line, basically. What the? Okay, well then, oops. I've kept him waiting. I have to tell him about this. Who is this guy he's talking about? His boyfriend, his gay lover. Iwamoto muttered something and quickly left the office. Yeah, seems difficult, doesn't it? Bothersome, something like that. Yoko had been watching the exchange from behind, called out with a wry smile. So Yoko is the only staff member and assistant at the office. Can we talk to her? I explained to Yoko the request from Iwamoto. The photograph shows the location of the inheritance. For now, that's the only clue we have to the location. What kind of photo is it anyway? Can you show it to me too? Okay. So I guess we have to go to the inventory. So we showed it to Yoko. Looks like an old photo. Oh. It's at least 30 years ago, possibly even 40 or 50. Yeah, that's more like I said. Well, I said it's like probably from the 50s or 60s, so that could be even 60 years ago if this is like 2010. It seems highly likely the location is in Shinjuku. If so, does the landscape still exist? Probably many skyscrapers there now. Shinjuku is a city undergoing rapid development. Yes, indeed. So it's possible that everything there has disappeared without a trace. Everything on the photo, that is. If so, or what we can rely on is only records and memories. Yeah, I said that you should go talk to old people. Hopefully some of them still remain. Yes, talk to her some more. The high-rise building or skyscraper, whatever it is. Shall I look up some information for you about high-rise buildings? I think it's easy to find. That's right. So yeah, I guess you can go have a look at it at the domestic or internal domestic items. I don't know. Well, maybe it's like some office bureau or something. I understand. Maybe difficult to identify the building in the photo, but it may provide clues. Let's look forward to her investigation. Okay. Maybe I'll do a save. Okay, like this. Can I use... It's running wild. Alchemania, maybe it's... Calibration might not be the best. Alright, now it's working. Alright, I did it. I did it with the controller. So I guess we can move somewhere. So go outside. There's like a... What's this? This is some sort of live study and reception. I guess we probably should go out. Oh no, let's see, what do we have here? Like the office, there are many things scattered around in the room. It would be best to sort it out soon. Can we find something from all the rubble and garbage? The bookshelves are packed with books. At least it's a different comment, so it might mean that there's something here. What was used in past investigations are like various types of books and also stuff bought for hobbies. They are like lined on the shelves. Okay, maybe we are getting somewhere. So there's file shelves contain documents and reports from cases that have been investigated in the past. Yoko was talking about transferring the data to a computer database. Okay. But after all, paper feels more natural to me. Well, technically it is more natural. There's an unfamiliar note on the desk. I heard my son wake up. Look. I have returned, or rather, we have returned. So there was some sort of note. Ah. So there's 4 letters written there. Oh my god. Now my son wants my controller. I'll try to give him another controller. I hope he's satisfied with that. What's this? If I leave it alone, maybe I'll remember it someday. Okay, that's weird. So there are magazines, books on the shelves. Oops. Past the thing now is saying the same stuff again. So maybe let's just go somewhere else. Okay, let's go back to the main office. It's not easy being a detective, you know. I guess we probably can finally leave and go outside. Let's go outside. Oh my god. Okay, let's finally go. Now my son he pressed the button now. He's helping me. So first, let's go to I guess this was the executor of the wheel. Let's go to his place. Okay, I'll go and come back. Okay, take care, and please contact me if you need anything. Do we have a phone? We have a phone. Oh my god. Oi, 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 oi. He really wants this controller. There. Okay. So where I guess let's look around. So the office is located in the corner of Kabukicho, Shinjuku. Yeah, it's nothing exciting. Okay, something else here still. So it's a little far from the downtown area, but so you don't hear much of the hustle and bustle of the city. So there aren't many people, like either during day or the night. Guess we should go somewhere else. Let's go go to another place. Bar Kasumi. What does that? Oh, it's Bar Kasumi. Okay. Oh no. That's my son again. Well, we have two options here, so I guess we got the Bar Kasumi. So what's a familiar restaurant in Jingu? Wait, no. Oh no. Okay, Bar Kazumi. So wait, it's a restaurant in that Jinguji is like an owner. I don't know if my understanding and translations work, but let's go to this place. Okay, let's go to Bar Kazumi. It's my familiar store, Bar Kazumi. I guess it's like his local haunt or whatever, where he regularly goes. Okay. Ouch. I want to go inside the bar at least, but yeah, I guess this won't work for long. My son is too keen on using the controller. So yeah, we have a long-lasting relationship there or something. Let's go inside the bar then. Yes. She looks a bit freaky. Welcome is Minami. No, Manami. So inside Bar Kasumi, as soon as I stepped inside, a cheerful voice greeted me. Let's look at her. Who is she? Do we know? Manami is inside the store. Or her form is inside the store. Kasumi is not there. Okay. Manami, yeah. Manami seems a bit restless for some reason. Jinguji-san, do you want to drink something? No, I better stop or quit or something. Huh? Drinking in the afternoon is bad. Yeah, you should start earlier in the morning. How unfortunate. Disappointing. Is Kasumi out? She's shopping. I wonder if she'll be back soon. She's shopping and it says One-chan, so is it an actual sister or just... Oh. So, okay. I guess I will have to end the stream soon. So my son is, well, I don't know. He wants to hold the controller. It's fine if he holds it, but if he starts pressing buttons, that's bad. So as I was talking with Manami, the door opened and Kasumi appeared. So that's Kasumi. She looks less weird, but I guess her nose is still a bit weird. Okay, I'm sorry for intruding, Jingu. Oh. Welcome, Jinguji-san. Oh, okay. Let's finish this conversation and then I will have to end. So this bar Kazumi is one of the places in Shinjuku that's one of my favorite places, or maybe the favorite. Then, because in front of me, the run store, this is Amanuma Kazumi and Manami, so I guess they are really sisters. Their parents died in a traffic accident, so it's a keepsake from them. It's an antique style interior is calming, and then there's the beautiful sister, sort of, well, uncanny valley sisters. So it's only regular that I'm, or no, it's natural that I'm a regular here. Welcome back. Late, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, a bit. I'm running late. The sisters are talking. So Kazumi replied to Manami and went into the back. Alright, let's save. Can I... Is there like a save function in the game? This save. Alright, let's use this as well. Like, of course, I'm gonna use the emulator as well, but let's also use this. Okay, but now I have to go because John doesn't want me to continue. So I am Adventure Argonaut, and this is my little whiny Argonaut here. Too bad, I would have liked to have done some investigation. I sort of like the atmosphere, it's very slow paced and all that stuff. But anyway, thank you for watching, bye bye.